is Shane, back at it again with the videos. Thank you so much for watching and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking about time management skills. When it comes to the concept of time kind of goes on and on without us being able to stop it or slow it down. It really keeps on going. And so what we're actually doing is managing ourselves when it comes to managing our time. So these are just some of the skills that I've learned over the years that I wanted to share with you guys in order to help you with this particular management. The very first thing that you have to get started with is using a calendar. So everybody has a phone. In that phone, there is this handy dandy calendar app. If you like pen and paper, that's also good too. Whichever one your preference is, start using a calendar. That really takes away a lot of the mental burden of keeping your schedule in your head when you have it on a calendar on paper or in a calendar on your phone. And don't forget to track everything that you do. If you go to the gym, make sure to put a little G for gym or W for workout in your calendar, just to make sure that you're tracking that you're actually going and hitting your goals along the way when it comes to how often you want to go to the gym. Another thing too when it comes to calendars, being able to track your goals that you set and also add a reward. If you're doing something and it's working towards a particular goal, for example, I'm going to take the example of working out again. Is it because you want to lose weight by a specific date? Is it because you want to get ripped for a specific event if you're bodybuilding? Well, keeping track of that really helps, so that way you know that you're being productive and working towards your goals, and then setting yourself up to have a reward at the end when you're making sure that you're hitting those goals. So if, let's say, you want to go to the gym 5 days a week, and you're keeping track of it in your calendar, you'll be able to see that you're going to the gym 5 days a week or even more, and then you'll be able to reward yourself. I don't recommend cheat days because if you have a cheat day, it's going to be a detriment to your own goals to have a cheat day. And especially when it comes to research that's been done about weight loss, if you stick with whatever goal and whatever method you want to use, let's say it's low carb. If you stick with low carb, stick with low carb. Don't have a cheat day where you have all the carbs that you want. And vice versa when it comes to low fat. If you are the type of person who is doing low fat in their diet, you are not going to be able to have a cheat day because it's going to regardless of what you use, it's going to undo some of the hard work that you've already had. So don't have a cheat day. Along with having a calendar, within the calendar themselves, I would highly recommend having a to-do list. One of the things about having a to-do list is it really sets you up for the day. Having a to-do list actually helps you with prioritizing what you're doing and helps you with being able to understand, these are the things that I have to do that are urgent. These are the things that I have to do that are important but not urgent. And these are the things that I have to do that are not urgent or important. And so using those categories will really help you with figuring out what needs to be done earlier and what needs to be done later. Another tip, just a little extra tip to put in there when you're creating a to-do list, is to add how many hours it's going to take for you to complete those tasks. For example, let's say that one of them for me is being able to do this project, right? So let's say that in my to-do list, I need to write a blog post, film a video, edit that video, and then feed the cats. So those are 4 things on my to-do list, right? So let's say a blog post only takes me about an hour to write. I put that little 1 right next to blog post. Let's say that for filming a video, it takes me 1 hour to film 1 video. I put a little 1 right next to that task. Let's say editing actually takes me 2 hours. I'm gonna put a little 2 right next to that task. And then let's say feeding the cats only takes me like 15 minutes. I'm gonna put a little 15 minutes right next to that task. So now I've been able to block out how many hours my entire to-do list is going to take. One of the pros of being able to actually add those hours is then you're able to figure out that, hey, I have all this time to do all these different activities like play video games, maybe film another video, maybe take a nap. So those are some of the things that are a positive when it comes to prioritizing and adding a time right next to those tasks. The last time management skill that I would like to share is something called time batching. Now, time batching is one of those things that's been around for a while now, so I actually did want to talk about it because it's really useful. So let's say that you are a student and you need to get a certain amount of things done. Like, let's say you needed to do all your homework done in a day. Well, if you were to block out, let's say, 5 hours of your time in your calendar, use calendar, you will be able to figure out, in those 5 hours I need to get all my homework done and only do that thing. Great. It really helps with being able to make sure that you get all those things done. One of the ways that I use time batching is when I film. So when I film, I make sure to write out what it is that I'm going to talk about, and then I set aside a chunk of time, maybe 2 to 3 hours, to film a bunch of my videos. So some of my videos I've been starting to schedule out ahead of time. So I may have filmed this like a month or 2 in advance. My schedule tends to get busy and ebbs and flows depending on what I'm doing and where I'm at in my life. So that's the way that it's helped me. I hope that it helps you. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe the video. If you have any questions about being an adjunct or a student or about grad school or about psychology, please feel free to put it in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.